Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Yeom Tae-Young, Mayor of the City of Suwon in the Republic of Korea. First, I'd like to express my gratitude to ICLEI for its continued efforts to respond to the climate emergency in the COVID-19 pandemic. Today is World Habitat Day, being held with the theme of Accelerating Urban Action for a Carbon-Free World. Representing the local governments of Korea, I'm very honored to convey our will and message regarding carbon neutrality on this significant day. Last year, Korea's local government declared their firm determination to respond to the climate emergency. In June 2020, a climate emergency declaration was announced by all the local governments in Korea, and 1 month later, 80 local governments came together to strengthen their determination to pursue carbon neutrality, launching the Net Zero Coalition of local governments. This coalition, of which I am serving as president, began expanding rapidly soon after its launch, with the result that currently 215 local governments, 88% of the total, are joining these efforts. This endeavor has led to the adoption of Climate Emergency Response Resolution by the Korean National Assembly and a National 2050 Net Zero Declaration in September last year. The 2050 Carbon Neutrality Committee, launched under the direct control of the President this year, and the Framework Act on Carbon Neutrality passed by the National Assembly last month, can be understood in this context. At the special session of the P4G summit held in Seoul in May, all of South Korea's 243 local governments participated and delivered their 2050 joint declaration of carbon neutrality. This is the first endeavor of its kind in which all of the localities in the country participated and announced their commitment to carbon neutrality. Now, let me touch upon the net zero policies that the City of Suwon has been implementing. Already a decade ago, Suwon has set GHG reduction targets to achieve a reduction of 40% by 2030 compared to 2005. Since then, the city's progress has been evaluated by calculating GHG emissions, and the results are reported through the CDP ICLEI integrated reporting system every year. The GCOM batch, which has been with Suwon since 2008, reflects our unwavering will to achieve carbon neutrality. Our participation this July in the Race to Zero, a global campaign to achieve 2050 net zero, is also worthy of note. Led by these proactive efforts by the City of Suwon, 22 local governments belonging to the Net Zero Coalition of local governments have joined GCOM and participated in the Race to Zero. Suwon, located in an inland with 1.23 million residents, is a city of high population density. Reflecting these characteristics, the city has developed three strategies. First, a hydrogen fuel ecosystem. Second, stage-based models to spread net zero from buildings to neighborhoods and to the entire city. And third, urban integration policies for sustainable development. And quantitative policy goals have also been set accordingly. Aiming for a reduction of 50% in total energy use by 2050, mandatory measures for zero-energy buildings are being phased in starting from public sector last year. Through continuing energy efficiency projects for old buildings, such as enforcing insulation and replacing windows, we plan to convert all the city structures into green buildings. In addition, by 2025, about 1,000 city buses will have been replaced with electric buses, and by 2050, all the internal combustion engine vehicles in the city's entire fleet, including passenger cars, trucks, and motorcycles, will have been converted to electric and hydrogen vehicles. New and renewable energy and waste energy such as incineration, heat, and biogas will be used to phase out fossil fuel from the current 45% to zero, and the energy independence rate will be enhanced to 80%. After COVID-19, the Korean government announced the Korean version of the New Deal last year to jointly address the economic and climate crises. In July, a plan for the more advanced Korean version of the New Deal 2.0 was also presented along with the progress made during the first year. This Green New Deal includes as key strategies such projects as green remodeling, dissemination of eco-friendly vehicles, conversion to new and renewable energy, and expansion of green infrastructure. As the president of the Net Zero Coalition of Local Governments, I will encourage local government-led specialized Green New Deal projects and share local success models nationwide and further to the world. I will do my best to realize our goal of net zero based on autonomy and locally initiated energy policies. This is time to act. Let your actions speak louder than words. I hope the local governments as well as global networks in Korea and other parts of the world can join together in their efforts to pursue actions to combat the climate emergency. I believe this forum will provide an opportunity to share practical inspiration, building awareness of what we need to change now and how to put it into place. As we move forward, Suwon will continue to collaborate with other local governments and with ICLEI as a global leading net zero city. Thank you.